So for one night only, I am changing Smack Talk Raw reviews to Smack Talk Rollins reviews, because that guy was legitimately the best thing I've seen on Raw in ages. So here we go. This is Smack Talk Rollins review. We started off with the Gauntlet match, and it was Roman Reigns taking on his Shield brother and Seth friggin' Rollins. Mr. Monday Night, and what a match it was. Both guys legitimately non-stop fantastic match, 25 minutes, and they were absolutely brilliant from start to finish. I had no complaints. Both guys gave it their all, and it was great to see Seth Rollins pinning Roman Reigns. It looked like Roman was going to get the pin. Seth reversed it on him, used all his momentum to hold down the big dog, and got the win. And that was brilliant to see. And you saw Roman's face of shock but proud that, you know, I'm kind of, if it was going to be anyone out of everyone in this, out of 6 other competitors, I think he was kind of like, yeah, I'm glad it was Seth. And they tried to show us a bit of respect by fist bumping, but they were rudely interrupted, and that will take us to the next part of the Gauntlet match. And then that takes us to the second part, where we had John Cena interrupting both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and doing his all on John Cena. Seth Rollins wasn't in the mood for this, and he just went screw this and attacked Cena from behind. Cena tried to reserve as much energy as possible. You could tell that Seth was shattered after a 25-minute match with Roman. But no, at the end, Cena had to use his big moves. He had to use as much energy as possible to try and take out Seth Rollins. And even used a super AA and didn't work. Seth used an AA, which was friggin' awesome. The fans went mental for that. I cannot blame them. And it was just like, you just saw Seth getting up every single time. He just built himself to be a superstar again in this Gauntlet match. It was brilliant. And Seth getting the pin on both Cena and Roman just made that night absolutely brilliant. Curb stomp to Cena, brilliant. Thank you. And that takes us to the next part. The next part was Elias taking on Seth Rollins, and this was not going to be a quick match. Seth was absolutely spent. By the time this match ended, Seth was being in the ring constantly for 1 hour 5 minutes by WWE's standards. That's absolutely brilliant. I think he broke a record last night. I think it was 50-odd-year-old record. Brilliant. And 2, it made Elias feel like a legitimate dangerous heel. He finally took out Seth after using a drift away. He tried everything to make Seth submit. It wouldn't work. And by the time he finally took Seth out, everyone was so angry that Seth got eliminated from the Gauntlet match. It just put all the hate and anger towards Elias, which was brilliant. But obviously the fans wanted to say thank you to Seth. They were chanting Seth's name when he was getting carried away. So brilliant. Brilliant performance, good smart booking for this part by the writers. And then we had Finn Balor as the 5th man comes out and takes on Elias, and this was a much more crisper match than we have seen these two have before. Both men feel a lot more comfortable in this type of match, and it wasn't a long match. I think it was about 10 minutes long, 10-15 minutes, but it really worked. It made Elias look strong as well, because both men didn't look like they were most dominant. But finally, Finn turned the tide on Elias, got the pin, and the fans were happy, because don't forget, I think Seth and Finn are the 2 biggest baby faces right now in that kind of style, apart from Braun Strowman. So for me, it legitimately worked in their favour. And that got us to the next part of the Gauntlet match, which was The Miz taking on Finn Balor. And you saw the Miz's music come out, and it wasn't The Miz who came out, it was The Miztourage. And where was The Miz? Doing what a smart heel always does, attacking from behind. Took out Finn from behind and worked a great match. I definitely can see Finn and Miz at WrestleMania fighting for the Intercontinental Championship, because they have legitimate chemistry between the two. The Miz was brilliant. He wasn't a cowardly heel, he worked it really well. And the Miztourage did what they needed to do to distract Finn from the Miz to get the win. The Miz got the win, no complaints there, because you knew exactly what was going to happen next. And that was Braun Strowman coming out and destroying the Miz. And that was, I am not joking guys, the best pop I've ever seen when a superstar just comes down to the ring and he knows he's going to destroy his opponent. The Miz tried to run. You can't run from a freaking bear. Literally carries the Miz back to the ring, destroys him, destroys the Miztourage as well at the same time. No complaints there. And he does a quick promo, goes back to the ring to destroy the Miz again, which was great. The Miz finally gets backstage. He takes him back out, destroys him again. No complaints. Braun Strowman is the biggest baby face in the whole company. No joke. He is the biggest baby face, and it was brilliant. He is awesome to watch. And this takes us to our first promo of the night, which was Asuka's promo. It was talking about her Elimination Chamber match against Nia Jax. And I am not going to lie, guys, this was a bad promo, but it's not Asuka's fault. It's, for me, the writer's fault. We've seen Asuka do promos before, and they usually backstage. Reason is you can edit them, change it, make it, better for it. Let's be honest, English is not her first language, and you can tell she struggled, and this was the writer's fault. The fans couldn't really do anything to help her, so I don't blame Asuka. Nia Jax attacked, which saved Asuka, thankfully stopped doing a promo, and it made Nia Jax feel like a monster, and Asuka tried to defend herself. It didn't work. Nia Jax completely destroyed her, and it makes her feel like a threat when it comes to Elimination Chamber, which no complaints. But that takes us to our only tag team match of the night, which was the Bar taking on Titus Worldwide. Now, Titus Worldwide has somehow become the bogey team for the Bar. They've not really had a good win record with them, against them, and to be honest, I'm kind of happy about this. This legitimately makes the Titus Worldwide feel like a good tag team in Raw. They need more tag teams on Raw. They need to start branching out and doing something, because wow, you can see how shallow the tag team division is right now. I think you've got the Revival, you've got Titus Worldwide, you've got the Bar, and you've got Gallows and Anderson. That's about it. They need to do stuff, and this was a smart idea. Surprise win, which is great. Titus O'Neil's pinned Cesaro. Fantastic. It was like, what? You just didn't expect it. And again, Apollo looked really good in the ring. His skills are just getting sharper each time. No complaints. So for me, good result. Starts building up tag teams. That's what they need to do. This takes us to our main event of the night, which was a 6-woman tag team match, which was the Faces taking on the Heels. And for the Faces, we had Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. On the Heels team, we had Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Alexa Bliss. Yeah, I was going to say Alicia Fox. No, she's injured. But it was a very, very paint by numbers kind of match. The babyfaces got the win. Alexa Bliss tapped out, but it was interesting. Alexa Bliss would not tag in when Mickie James was in the ring, which is building up this, what's going to happen between these two. And because obviously the babyfaces won, the two members of Absolution attacked everyone in the ring, and they tried to take out Bliss, but Mickie James came to her rescue, just like we saw last week with Bliss doing for Mickie James. So could we be seeing fractions in the Elimination Chamber match? We'll have to wait and see. And there you go, guys. That was Raw for this week. We only had 3 matches, but my God, what a 2-hour match we got in the Gauntlet match, and it was brilliant. Seth Rollins, MVP of the night for me. He's definitely won my MVP award for the week. And I'm gonna give Braun Strowman Babyface of the Week as well. Alexa Bliss and Bayley are definitely were the best two in the in the 6-woman tag team match. I know there was a lot of focus on Mickie James, but Mickie James is just a talented wrestler. But I think Bayley she's got a lot better recently. I think they're starting to write it properly now, and it just feels better for the women's division. And that was about it, guys. If you like our videos, you know what to do. Please like, subscribe. You can follow me on the old Twitter @BoysyATA. And I'll see you guys next time on Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews.